What's going on, guys? Kivox and Meekachii here. We're going to be doing a review slash we're just going to talk about some Harry Potter stuff today. The 20th anniversary special on HBO. We're going to talk about that later. But this is also going to be a wand review. So we're going to talk about some of your guys' wands. If you guys don't know, we ask you guys to submit some wands. We talk about them. We show them off. We say some bad things sometimes, but we say some good things usually as well too. If you guys want to submit your wands, you can send them over to newwandsday@gmail.com. Send them over in this aspect ratio, 16:9, just so I could like plop it on the screen, make it super simple, make my life a little bit easier. I'm more likely to show your wand if you do a good job, or if you do that, if you send it in the right ratio. The dog is gonna ruin this video. Come on. If you send it the right way, it'll be more likely to be featured, even, if it's not the best wand. That being said, if you do submit it, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna review it. We're gonna be a little bit
possibly critique
a little bit. So if you guys are sensitive, suck it up, buttercup, and call it a day. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, at the end of this, we'll talk about the tournament also, the Harry Potter tournament.
We watched that too.
So we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about the anniversary special and let you know if it's worth it. We also got sent these cool things from Noble Collection to commemorate
the 20th anniversary of stuff.
They sent us 2 Harry Potter ones,
which was weird. Because if you guys know anything about me, I have a lot of wands. I don't actually own the box version of Harry's wand. And this is like the nice box, the Ollivander box or whatever, where it doesn't have his name. It just has the numbered thing. What the hell happened?
You put the desk up.
The dog lifted up the desk, dude. Put the desk back down. And it's super nice. It just has the numbers. It doesn't actually say his name on it. And it comes with the nice little, what would you call this? Ribbon?
Yeah.
Like the ribbon inlay with the little ribbon wrapped around the edge as well.
But they sent us 2 Harry ones.
I was like, what the hell? Why would you send us the same?
It's one for each of us.
I get. Don't
Dueling.
touch. No, it's going to ruin the finish on it. Everybody has this wand already, so we're not going to really talk about it. I do like the design. These are heavy.
They are heavy.
Cheese and crackers. I have this wand already, so this is the 3rd one that we have. So we each have one now.
3 or 4?
So I only have the one that's a part of the Dumbledore's army.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only version of
the scroll one.
The scroll one, which is all the way up there off screen, because I think it's one of the uglier sets that they have. So we got some wands now. But the interesting thing that they sent us,
which I've wanted for so long.
Here you go. Was this thing.
If you haven't seen this, it is so cute and cool.
I just bonked the dog on the head.
And I've seen these in Barnes & Noble before, and I've always been like, I want one so bad.
Fun fact, though, they're not the same.
No, they're not.
We recently went there because we got this one in, and I couldn't get it to stop.
Or start
sometimes. So there's like a sensor in its butt, and it needs to touch a magnet on the bottom.
And the ones, there you go.
There it is. So it's supposed to stop like as soon as you put it back in. It does fully come out. It has a little, I'm sorry about the noise. God. And it's supposed to stop.
Once you put it back in.
But if I lift my hand. Stay.
You're supposed to be happy in the soil.
Stay. Well, what's cool about it is that it will spin. And then eventually it stops. So be warned. I don't know if we got a defective one. It may be. But the ones that you get at Barnes & Noble are not set up the same way. They seem to work right away.
They're shorter, too, the pot.
And it's just, I believe, I don't know. Maybe we got a defective one. But just so you guys know that we got that sent for free. I
still think it's, like, cool. Even if you want to just put the Mandrake, like, on the shelf or something.
Yeah, I mean, how often are you really going to play with it?
Yeah.
You know, there's that. So it's like
once every now and then. It's
Yeah.
fun in the store. You walk by and you're like,
yeah, but then it stops right away when you put it
Yeah.
back down. So, you know, no big deal.
yeah. The
So
last time someone sent us a picture of a wand that they were getting commissioned.
is it Jean?
I don't know. I'm sorry if it's
Hey, Jean.
if it's Jean or
Jean
Jean.
Valjean.
Jean maybe. But they commissioned someone to make this wand.
They sent us this drawing of a wand, and they were like, "Hey, you know, what do you think about this? Do you think it's hard to carve in blah 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 apple wood or whatever?" Because they wanted it made out of apple wood. They reached out to Alivans to make it, and honestly, I think they did an excellent job.
It looks amazing, honestly.
As you can see, it's pretty much identical to what they asked for. A couple little things, but you know, whenever you draw something and it gets made into real stuff, sometimes you draw something and it would be too fragile to be real wood in that shape. But they did a good job, honestly. Like I don't think I could have done a better job.
I really like the detail, like on the bark portion.
Yeah, it's painted. It's not real bark, but it would be pretty much impossible to do that with real bark unless you found a way to remove bark and glue it onto a new piece of wood. Maybe that would work, but that would be about the only way that that could work. They did a great job.
They really did.
So if you guys want like a custom made wand, Olivan's probably like not a bad choice. I've seen some of the stuff that they've done. They do really good work. I don't do custom like commission stuff, so there's a lot of other shops out there that will do custom stuff. So if you guys are looking for that, don't contact me.
Contact them.
Contact somebody else. Just letting you know. Occasionally, I get asked, "Hey, I like your wands. I've watched a lot of your stuff. Would you do a commission for me?" I'm like, "Nah, man. I barely have times to do like my own creations that I come up with. Like, I really don't have the time. It's really
There's
time
a lot
thing.
of factors.
Yeah.
It's time. It's also, we don't want you to be unhappy with it. You know, if it doesn't come out 100%. I mean, because let's be real, we did do commissions. I say we, like I had anything to do with it.
Hey, moral support. I count it.
You have done a wand for someone in the past and it came out pretty much identical and they nitpicked it and made you change things, and it was a big ordeal that we just quite frankly don't have time for.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And, we work 2 full-time jobs and one each, one full-time job each. But we really just don't have time for that, unfortunately. But this one came out really good.
Really nice.
Yeah.
It's great. I like the colors, and it's nice. Okay, we're back in September of 2020. Don't worry about it. It's 2022. We'll catch up eventually. Who's it sent by? Timon. This is their first wand. Wow, very nice. I really like that snake pattern. What I don't like is your freaking aspect ratio that you sent. It's a square. You submitted a square freaking picture. What's up with that, bro? I like the design though. The snake pattern looks really good. That's all carved too. You can tell. It's nice. I like it. I don't mind the snake wrapped around. I kind of like the fact that it's flat. I think if you were able to make it round, it would also look good.
Does it have a head?
It looks like it may have like some sort of head shape at the end. I don't know if it actually has like eyes and a mouth and stuff, but it's just I really have nothing bad to say about it.
I really don't either.
It's a great design. Very nice.
Zane from Wyoming. This is the first set of wands I've made. The one with the flat handle is made of pine and is 13 3/4 inches in unicorn hair.
All right, so let's look at this thing. Not bad at all.
I think it just needs a finish.
Yeah, it's a little dry looking. And
I think that's what it is. It looks thirsty.
It looks, dang, dude, looks thirsty.
But I do like the design a lot. I like the flatter pieces. I
do too, yeah.
It almost reminds me of like a reed, like an instrument reed for some reason.
You know, it'd be interesting too if it was like one flat was this way and the other flat was this way. That could also look cool. I'm not saying it would look better. I'm just saying it could look cool too. Like if it, or even if that pattern went all the way up the wand itself. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like this way and then this way,
that'd be too much.
then this way. Hey, how about this? I'll make one of those, and then you tell me if it's too much, okay? And then we'll see if it sells.
Then it says the second one with the ribbon spiral is also a pine, but 15 inches and dragon heartstring.
Nice. I like it. Again, the only thing is dude, I'm really liking that term that you threw out.
What?
Thirsty.
Oh no.
I agree. It looks thirsty.
Yeah, it's simple but classic. I like it. I like it has a little ruggedness to it.
Yeah, so I like that there's two
Two stripes.
two stripes, two ribbons, and also two stripes. Right? So there's two ribbons. One thing that you don't realize when you're like drawing up a wand and stuff is like, let's say you were to draw the ribbon part of it. You draw it and then you're like, wait a minute, that's like
It's
three
inverted or
that's like
something?
three ribbons.
Yeah.
But you would imagine it when you're drawing it as just one full spiral going all the way around. But depending on the angle that it's at, the more angled it is like this, it can be one, maybe, most likely two. But and also depending on how thick it is. But it's just something that people sometimes don't think about, like how many actual spirals there are going to be.
They were both
Zane
from Wyoming.
from Wyoming.
They both were made with pine dowels, and I used a palm sander and a Dremel.
Nice, nice.
So good job.
Good job with very limited tools. Very nice. All right, cool. I really like this one. Looks a little thirsty, but looks a little thirsty. But I would say okay. So
Is
before
this like a Fleur wand?
No, not Fleur. It's
Luna.
Dang, dude, did you read it?
No.
Does it say Luna? Something about Luna?
No.
All right, it definitely has a Luna vibe with the petals.
Dang, you don't trust me, man?
I mean, it's you, bro, dog.
It says, I'm Lunik. I'm 20 years old from Greece, and I'm a huge fan of you and your wands. This isn't my first wand, but is one of my favorites. It's from, oh God, Cupricis arizonica wood, 34 centimeters, and it's represent a tulip on its handle, and obviously it's an inspiration from Luna's second wand. It is a present for my mom's birthday. Please, I want your true opinion, even if it's not good.
All right, it's thirsty. Okay, so that's
it does need a finish.
It's thirsty.
Other than that, I think it's
I really
nice.
like the design. Yeah, the only thing that maybe, let me check a little. Let me look a little closer here. The only thing that maybe I would want to do to it is define the tulip a little bit more, which is difficult to do and get a nice finish on it. Did you just burp?
No, that was my throat making noise.
Did you just throat burp?
I guess.
And then maybe that center guard part, the nice thin skinny part. I feel like there could be something there, but I also like it.
Like rope, twine.
Something. I can't put my finger on what it's missing there.
Does the color gradient, or is that just the lighting?
I think that's the finish that they used on it. They may have used a
what kind of
stain.
wood? I don't know what this is.
They may have used a stain on it because that's what happens to end grain when you stain it.
Yeah, it
tends
soaks it
to
all up.
soak it up a lot more. So this one is so thirsty because it soaked up all that finish, and it still wants more. So it's not even finished because a lot of people use stains, and a lot of stains aren't a finish. They're just a stain. So it'll still look kind of dry at the same time as it looks wet, but there's no semi-gloss. I feel like with a nice semi-gloss, this is really bring it together. But I really like the design.
I like the color too.
And I do like the fact that it's a longer wand, right? Does it say?
I don't know
Oh,
what 34
geez.
centimeters is.
Alexa.
Alexa, how many inches is 34 centimeters?
34 centimeters is about 13.4 inches.
13.4.
That's not very long at all. Okay. That's a decent length. But yeah, it looks longer because it's so thin.
You'll have
You
to
know what I
let
mean?
us know if your mom liked it.
Yeah, let us know.
Who is this? Victoria. I've recently loved watching your videos and wanted to get my own custom wand, so I thought, why not try making one? I tried to make one for myself, the first picture, and one for my friend, the second. They're both just under 15 inches in length. They're made of seasoned cherry wood that I had used as a makeshift staff years ago, and are the first wood carving project I've ever done. I mostly used a hand carving set, but also tried out some power tools for some parts of them. I finished the wands off with a rosewood stain and beeswax. Do you ever use beeswax?
Depending on what I'm doing, but for the most part, I'd say like 1 out of 50. I'll use some sort of wax or some sort of beeswax, but for the most part, I do not. The one with the little ribs on the handle, that is her wand. And
Oh,
then
okay. The other one's for her
the other
friend.
one is for her friend. The one with the X's on the handle. I think these are both good looking wands. I
The
don't.
one critique I think I can come up with is maybe make the lines on your personal wand a little deeper, or right,
What lines?
like
These
the
lines
X
up here.
lines. Yeah,
You
make
can,
them a little deeper.
you
I
can
think
say that. I wonder what the other side of those X's look like. Okay, they go down to there. Got it. Yeah,
that's just my personal preference.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it.
so those are hand carved. You could tell because they're kind of choppy, a little choppy looking, which makes it a little bit harder to get deeper with it, especially if you have limited tools. I really like the rounded ribby.
She said she used some power tools, but it doesn't say what kind.
Yeah, she definitely did not use power tools for that. Maybe for sanding it down, trying to get like a more rounded thing on it. It looks like everything was hand carved.
I really like the shape of the wavy one.
The wavy one, yeah.
Like, I don't know why, but that wave, I really like it.
Yeah, and what's weird is that I don't know if these are branches. Did she say rosewood?
Rosewood.
No, that's the stain. Cherry
What
wood.
about seasoned cherry wood?
Yeah, but does that mean that it was a plank or it was a branch? I can't tell by the picture. I like them. I think they're pretty good. Very rugged looking, very classic, like old school style looking
They don't
wands.
look as thirsty.
They don't look as thirsty. Definitely not. They have a little bit of a sheen. I always like a semi-gloss like style, you know? Mm-hmm. So this one is somebody
Chris.
made a replica.
Since I could never afford a Noble Collection wand, I thought I'd make a wand of my own. A bit sacrilegious. It's not sacrilegious. Wood is expensive where I currently live, so I used knitting needles as a support, molded and sculpted epoxy putty all around it. I even used nail files because I don't have sandpaper, but in the end, I thought it turned out pretty well, so I wanted to share it. The hard work made it more special for me, and I think I'd never swap it for any Noble Collection wand anytime soon. I've always been a fan of your new wand stay, and ever since I really wanted to make my own wands instead of spending big bucks on official wands. I think you did a really good job.
I agree.
Like, I never could have done that. Just an update. I decided to go big and created another wand replica, but this time with a simple LED switch and battery. I don't have experience with wirings and circuits, but I did just the very basics and it surprisingly worked. It was quite difficult, but really fun and inspiring creating this new wand. As before, I could never really afford the official Noble Collection illuminating wand, and I thought it was too thick. So I planned to make one with the same light up feature, but with a more realistic and visually appealing profile.
All right, so I agree. The light up wands are hideous. They're
We don't own any.
They're so ugly. They're disgusting.
And they don't have the weight to them. They're very
they're
like
plasticky.
flimsy.
They're plasticky and they're terrible.
I think honestly, like, you did an amazing job. I don't think if you have this level of talent, you don't need to buy the Noble Collection ones
No,
at all. If you know,
it's the paint job too that always does it.
yeah, look at that.
You did a great job. These are great.
I have literally nothing bad to say about them.
What you got to do next is come up with your own design, and then
Submit.
make your own, and then submit that.
Because
That's what I wanna see
You've
next.
definitely got potential and talent, so go for it. I like how he or she put it on a catalog of alcohol. I don't know what it is. It's like watches, alcohols. What kind of catalog is this?
It's Sky Mall.
Sky Mail? No, was it Mall? It was Mall. Oh my
Sky
god.
Mail. You crazy?
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Owie. This one, Charles. Wood is Western red cedar, 10 1/4 inches. Used a knife and sandpaper. A knife. I hope you were careful.
I mean, they didn't do a lot of carving. They did a lot of carving down. It's a pretty simple design. Not really much to say about it. It looks a little thirsty, and there's a couple little furries on it, which always
just need more sandpaper.
probably a little bit of sandpaper, yeah, and then a little bit of a
finish.
maybe some sort of finish on it. It's pretty simple. It's not nothing really super interesting about it, but sometimes that's what people like. They just like a simple stick style design. Taper looks good. It's nothing really bad. It is what it is.
Heyo, my name is Or. Yes, that's a name. It means light in Hebrew. Okay. This is the one I made for an RP character.
Role-playing character?
Oh, also
maybe?
the very first one I ever drew. Swamp Mayhaw, obsidian set in the handle, phoenix feather core, 11 inches in length. People I showed it to couldn't guess the character was Hufflepuff, which is funny considering the gem in the handle was inspired directly by Newt Scamander's wand.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I chose obsidian for this one.
I like it, man.
I think you should make it. Looks pretty cool.
me?
It looks like it would be leather. No,
All right, I'll make it.
no, or
I need to get some obsidian.
I do like it because I like you like Newt's wand and I like it. It's a very like cool effect it has, and I like the leather wrapped around it.
Leather.
I like the leather.
Leather.
I like how there's like a
Leather.
thorn. A thorn.
Wait, did you just become a New Yorker?
No, I think I was
forget
trying
about
to be Australian and I effed it up massively. There's almost like a rose thorn on it too.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I'll make it. I'll make something like this. I like it. I like simple designs. And then you could like kind of customize it a little bit. Ooh, what's this? We got another one?
Ooh, I guess so. Same person.
There we go.
Hawthorne.
Wait, hold on. Is there more?
Oh yeah, my
All right.
mother's wand.
All right. So no message on this one though.
Yeah.
All right. So what was their name? Or?
Yep.
All right. So you submitted 2 more, and we're gonna start off with this one, and it's chunky. It's chunky,
I was gonna say,
boy.
like, I think the concept and the idea is really cool.
Yeah.
But it definitely needs to be thinner.
Especially with the different layers of wood or different styles of wood, so you can get those lines on it. I'm assuming that's like the grain. So you'd have to do some sort of gluing up before you even started this. Again, yeah, the concept is cool. I would just, slim it down. I'd put it on a little bit of a diet, maybe. It doesn't look thirsty, but it does need a little bit of a, maybe it can go on keto or something.
Oh my god.
Take it easy a little bit. But then the other one, I have nothing bad to say about that one. I really like it. I really like it. And it would be really cool. Like there's this little section where the handle meets the blade. And it almost looks like it's probably just another layer of the wood. But if that was like a little bit of like a gold inlay right there, just a little tidbit of gold, that would be really cool.
And
if
it has
was.
the creepy holes like you
It
like.
has the creepy holes that I like. I love those creepy holes. Creepy holes are my favorite types of holes.
It even has some what is it?
Runic
Yeah.
symbols on it. Yeah, boy. Nice job. I really like that one.
All right. So the Wolf Brick Productions.
Sorry, the picture
My name
I
is
sent
what?
is a picture I sent.
No, they
for-
sent it here, but they forgot to put the image. They said.
Oh,
So
so what did they send here, Mick?
you have to read.
The message?
They put all this stuff in the subject line, so I can't read it.
I can't see it. I can't see it either, Mick. Maybe if I extend it.
My name is Wyatt, and this is my wand.
All right. It's okay. The shape is good. The spots, it needs more creepy holes. It needs more creepy holes or less creepy holes. But there either is not enough or there are too many creepy holes. That's the end of it.
I think if that's the look you're going for, there's not enough. I would just add some.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It just
I
needs
like the
a
wood
couple more
color.
creepy
It's
holes.
thirsty a little
It
bit.
is a little
You got to put a
thirsty.
finish on
It's
it.
thirsty, baby.
Ooh.
Ooh, wait, there's another picture here. Why isn't that one loading?
I don't know.
Oh, man, we only got one.
So
I like this one.
says hello from the UK. My name is Richard. We know a Richard from the UK. This is my personal wand made from a broken antique beechwood chair leg. So my wand is 100% recycled. Its shape was inspired by one of your own wands, which you have made.
Nice.
There's 2 wood burned rings, a
Nice.
lightly burned tip.
Nice.
The lighter speckles on the handle end are actually wood defects, which I enjoy and decided to keep in.
Nice. What do you think, Meek?
I like it. We both went ooh when we saw
Oh,
it. Like
nice.
I think I know the wand it was inspired by. That
Do you
made.
now?
I think I remember it.
Mm.
I don't know. I really enjoy it. It's
Yeah.
simplistic, but I like the shape.
I like the pommel heavy. It's super nice. It has that upside down duck butt. You know how much I love duck butts. My favorite types of
I think
butts.
this is the first time I'm ever hearing
Oh,
this.
it's because you don't watch the wand videos. That's why. I talk about duck butt all the time. Let me know in the comments if I'm right. If you know me, you know that I love duck butts. They just got those sexy butts. You know what I'm saying? I just like those sexy duck butts.
It looks like a bit of a matte finish, maybe a semi-gloss, but it's not thirsty looking.
It looks like it has a finish on it. If you look at the pommel part of it, which I'm actually thinking that is a light shining through something, or it's like the defect
I think
that
that's
they
the
were
defect
talking
they're
about.
talking about. They said,
Oh yeah, it has some little dings on it. Yeah, it could maybe use a no. There's a bit of a finish.
you can see
on
the
it.
finish in the
Yeah, it has a bit
tip.
of a reflective surface, which is nice. Just a little bit. That's all you need, baby. All right, so that's it, guys. We made it to November of 2020. So we made it through 2 months. Maybe no, wait, we made it through 1 full month, I would say.
Yeah.
And
You should save that so we know where we are.
save this. Yeah, no, don't worry. I gotta go back and like edit all of these, and I gotta pull these photos and place them in the thing, and blah blah blah. I got a lot of work to do here, baby. So now let's talk about these shows, these Harry Potter anniversary shows.
I enjoyed the anniversary one.
Dude.
It's a bit long, but
Nah, it was good.
I liked it.
We cried.
Dude, I cried a lot.
We were emotional.
Like when they were talking about like their end of shoot and like even just like what good friends they all became and just like I just lost it. I cried.
I was
a lot.
I was surprised at how good it was, and how the vibe that they went with was very much like a, hey, we're gonna set this up, and then you guys maybe we'll give you some talking points, but I just want you guys to talk it out and kind of be genuine. They're all professional actors, so who knows how much of it was true.
Ron is surprisingly quiet.
Yes.
Or what his real name is,
Rupert
Grint.
Grint.
He's surprisingly like a very chill, quiet dude. I wasn't really expecting that. I found like Emma and Daniel were like talking over each other at points. They're they're much more boisterous than him. But I really enjoyed it. I like that they brought back a bunch of characters. When they started talking about like the people that have passed away since making them, I started
Some of them
crying.
I didn't even know, like how many people passed away
I know,
from
a lot.
from that. Like
we knew about Alan
production.
Rickman. We knew about
3 of them.
the guy that did Dudley, or not
No.
Dudley, Mr. Dursley.
Yep.
But some of them, like that Narcissa, she was young.
Yeah.
And she recently passed away this past year. So I don't know, hearing them talk about them made me cry. And then the end, they started showing footage of their last day shooting, and all 3 of them are bawling their eyes out. And then they started crying in the interview. I was just like, oh my God. But it's worth it. I really liked it. When
thought it
you
was
first saw it, you were like, oh, this is way too long.
I was just like, Mick, I'm not even going to tell you how long this is.
I was like, what is it, like 3 hours?
I was just like, no, it's an hour and 45 minutes. That's long enough. I was expecting like 45 minutes. Thanks, Meek. You got the fuzz off my hair. Wait, face.
Yeah, no, it was pretty long, but it was interesting. They had it set up well. They had it in sections, and then they would introduce certain actors.
The way it's set up
throughout.
was they went from movie to movie. Mm-hmm. So they went from the first movie, people involved in that, and the second movie, and so on, and that's how they kind of introduced people that were in the third movie. Where it wasn't everyone. It was definitely not everyone. I definitely feel like there were some people missing. I kind of wish they threw in a little bit of the Fantastic Beasts like world in there, just like hey, toward the end now we did this, because they're part of the Harry Potter universe, now at least. I get that they did. I get why they didn't, but I would have liked to see some of my favorite characters.
Yeah. So the thing that I found really strange is like J.K. Rowling is not in it at all.
Yeah, it was really weird. All of her footage was from like
2019. It said.
Yeah, 2019. Some Universal tour or something like that, Wizarding World tour thing, backlot tour type style.
It's like, why? And even her footage looked weird. It looked like doctored in a way. It was very strange. So like this big production was going on. They had this set up specifically to come out on, the first of the year, and like she wasn't even interviewed for it. I just found it a little odd, especially because they brought all of these actors in. They even brought in some characters that weren't like super well known in the movies and things like that.
I'm sure that like those people are easier to get than the more
Yeah.
famous people, you know.
They
But
have
I don't know. I agree. I feel like, especially since they had to tell us that it was old footage, I feel like it's kind of like, hey, you know, why aren't you a part of this? Like, it was kind of disappointing that, like, she has so much going on.
I don't think
Maybe
so.
she's filming, like she's doing the stuff for the new movie or whatever for the Fantastic. Because she's like
You
isn't
don't
she
have
like
enough time to sit down for an interview.
isn't she like the screenwriter or something for
I don't
those
know.
new movies?
I know that
It's like
maybe it's the whole thing where like everyone hates on her now because of what she said. You know, which.
but she's still a part of the
I
thing.
understand why people feel the way they feel, but she is still the creator of Harry Potter, so I feel like she should have been a part of it. I don't know. That's my personal opinion. Then we watched the Tournament of Houses, and it was so effing boring.
It was terrible.
Dude, the questions, some of them, it was just obnoxious. It's like, you will never know these answers. Like, normal people. I don't know.
Well, no, that's not what I didn't like about it. What I didn't like about it was like the production was super weird. We watched the first episode all the way through.
It was, yeah.
Second episode, third and fourth, we skipped all of the talking parts, just jumped to the questions. And then, because like, one, I don't care about these people, these random fans of Harry Potter. I don't care. I don't care about your backstory. That's not why I'm here.
We're here to play along and see if we can
and
answer
then
the questions.
Also, like,
It dragged
the
on and
rules
on.
were stupid.
Yeah.
There was those parts where like it was like obviously this thing, right? And it's like obviously the production was like, okay, guys, before you give your answer, can you guys just kind of talk it out so that we have
Yeah.
something to record? And it was just like, I was like, okay, so she walked through, right? And what would she hit? She's tall. She probably bumped her head on something. What would be hanging from the ceiling? Maybe like a light or something? And they're like, yeah, I like that answer. I like that answer. Let's do that. It wasn't like Family Feud where like it just
Some
feels
of
more
it,
natural.
like, so for example, like,
I feel like one episode took like 8 hours to film
Yeah.
because there was so much like weird like pauses, even at the very beginning when she picks when she stands in front of the fireplace and all the letters shoot out and she has to pick the thing. They all shoot out. She tries to catch them. She doesn't catch any. And then she opens up 4 that are in her hand that somebody gave her already. And I'm like, what? Where did those come from? Are the people picked at random? Is this real life? I'm just confused about what's happening.
But they picked them, and then they came down from the audience. But then the next scene is them walking out of the fireplace, all dressed up in their uniforms.
Yeah, it's just
weird.
Weird production stuff. Then the questions, back to what you were saying, the questions are super either ridiculously easy or they're just like weird things like how many bricks were on this wall? Did you see? And it's just like,
Or one question was like, how many points did Hufflepuff have at the end of book 1, movie 1 or something? And I was just like, what? Who remembers that nonsense?
I feel like that's a more reasonable question, honestly, because like that's like a hyper Hufflepuff fan.
But
would know
the
that.
thing you were talking about before is like, so the questions were like 10 points, 30 points, 50 points, and like the 10-point ones were obviously the easier ones. So they would be deliberating. So like it would be literally like the easiest Harry Potter question ever that probably my parents could even answer, even though they've probably only
some
seen
of them
like
weren't even like real questions. It was just like if you had to pay attention to this video that they showed you.
Yeah, but my point is like the super, super easy ones, they would still do that deliberation thing. Like, oh, it totally wouldn't have been this or that. So I'm thinking it's this. And it's like, dude, if you are obviously you are a Harry Potter fan and a pretty big one. If you are up here on this stage and you're deliberating over this 10-point question, that's like the easiest thing on the planet.
And then they brought back that the announcer guy from the Quidditch. The kid that was the announcer kid from the Quidditch. Lee Jordan. And I'm like, why? Why would you bring him back? I'm very happy that he got a job doing that because hopefully he got paid to just literally say the score when we could see the score
the entire time.
It
was annoying.
But I really hope he got paid well for that. But I think as a production, that was stupid.
Useless.
And it just added literally like 3 minutes to the end of the thing where, hey, just have that Dame lady, which was super cool. That like I'd never even heard of. I didn't even know that there were dames. That I'm assuming that's her title, right? We kind of looked this up. We don't know who she is.
She's an actress.
Yeah,
But we've
But I
never
don't
seen
know.
any of her stuff.
Maybe we have.
I don't think so. I looked it up.
Oh, it's all old stuff.
Yeah, no, but like it's just stuff we've never watched.
But for the most part, like I hated the oh, we have a celebrity Harry Potter fan that's gonna come on and read some things off to you. It's just like
Harry Potter fan.
yeah, like the celebrity Harry Potter fans that came on and read questions for them. Then they had celebrities from the show, from the movies, but they also had celebrity Harry Potter.
Oh, I see. You're right. You're right. Like Jay Leno.
Yeah,
or
Jay
something.
Leno. Yeah. So it was just like I guess it's not even live. And it's like so like generic. It's like, all right, Slytherins. I hope you guys
can do it.
I hope you guys are ready. Good job, Slytherins. You guys got the answer right. That's 50 points for Slytherin. You know, it's just like, okay. And then like there was a lot of problems with it. I feel the production was so expensive looking.
Yeah.
It seemed like they wasted so much money.
I just found it mostly
boring
because in every single episode it was the same setup and they explained everything all over again.
You know what would have been better?
It's like we don't need to know that
if they
again.
were celebrities.
Yeah.
I feel like if it was the Harry Potter...
But they would have had to be easier questions. Like these are for like the 50-point questions for the most part were for like super Harry Potter
fans. For a future show. Get me some Harry Potter celebrity fans and put them in the hot seat. Do you see what I'm saying? Give me Jay Leno answering some questions for me there. Come on. That's what I want to see. I want to see those celebrity fans.
And what was weird too is like the audience, like the audience had a house.
I like that though.
But they answered questions too.
Yeah, no, I like that because
right.
that brought the house into the
true.
thing. And it was kind of like for the most part they got them right. I would say sometimes they got them wrong, but for the most part, I got
most of the questions wrong.
No.
I would say like half,
right.
Not half. The hard questions, I was just guessing, like most of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't remember if it was 1902, 03, 04, or 05 that was written on this gravestone or I'm sorry, but I don't remember that.
Yeah. I would say for the most part, if you guys are going to plan on watching it, just maybe like skip some parts of it because it's just like
maybe
dumb.
Watch the first episode like we did.
It's just like dumb. It's not even dumb banter, like what we have. We have dumb banter that can sometimes be funny. Here's
the rules. Here's the rules again. Here's the rules again. And then every single episode, we're going to re-explain the rules, even though you just watched the previous episode and you know how it works.
And then we're going to talk to these.
And it's a progressive show. It's not like usually you wouldn't start on episode 2 or 3 because you want to see which house wins what.
Yeah.
So it was weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't love it.
And what I was saying is I don't care about the people. I bet that's just me. I don't care about like a random like person.
I mean, it's kind of cool hearing how people got into Harry Potter. Like
it is, but I'm here to watch a game show.
That's
like
the way every game show is. Like Jeopardy does it. Like all game shows do it.
Guess what? I don't watch game shows. Like that's a thing that I don't do. I specifically decide to not watch a game show.
Like even Family Feud, like I like watching Family Feud, but that's my least favorite part. Like I don't really care what any of these people do for a living.
Reality TV shows, we tend to stay away when they have a lot of the drama crap.
Yeah.
Like we watch some cooking shows, but we prefer the ones that don't have the, hey, let's go back to the house and have a bunch of drama. We tend to stay away from those. We do the ones
Hell's Kitchen does that, but Master Chef doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, so we prefer Master Chef over Hell's Kitchen because Hell's Kitchen just has like way too much drama.
And you know that it's reality TV crap. You know what I mean? Reality TV is not real. This I feel like was a little bit more real. Like the people were actually answering the questions and stuff, and it was more realistic. But I don't know. I wasn't a fan of it. I did like the 20th anniversary thing though.
Yeah, that was good.
That was super nice.
So
I really
we recommend it. If you
and then when we were watching it, I was like, I can't wait for the 30th. Remember when I said that?
Yeah.
I was like, I can't wait for the 30th anniversary. We're going to be so old by then. It's going to be
crying
great.
even more because even more people are going to be dead.
Yeah. That's true.
Betty White, man, I just got to say, poor thing. She died right before her 100th birthday.
Rest in peace.
She had nothing to do with Harry Potter, but I figured I would put that in there. That's it.
That's it, guys. So remember, if you want to submit your wands, send them over to newwandsday@gmail.com. Aspect ratio, please. Pretty please. Makes my life a lot easier. And I may just skip your thing.
What is it, 16 by 9?
Yeah, good job, dude. The same as the screen that you were watching this on. If you take a picture on your phone, normally it'll already be that aspect ratio. Just don't change it. It'll be fine. And try to keep the wand kind of in the middle more because I can always zoom in. If you make the wand like small, like let's say let's say the wand is like in here, right? Basically, this is the wand. I could just like zoom in and get rid of some of this up down here and then down here and then get rid of that side over there. And everything will be fine. And then it would fit. I just realized I'm very far off to the side. That's why I'm having trouble getting in the middle of the screen there. Because you took up the whole camera. Because you hate me. That being said, we're going to go now so she can continue to hate me off camera. She's not saying no. She's not denying it. She's just sitting there staring at me with hateful eyes.
Do I look hateful? No.
Do you want me to answer honestly or do you want me to answer for YouTube?
Honestly.
Yes.
I look hateful.
Look at those eyes. Guys, look at her eyes. They're hateful.
Get out of here. Oh,
you
I
look,
booped
you
your
just booped the dog.
nose.
That's how hateful you are. You just booped her.
She didn't even budge. She was like, "Pfft,
She's like, oh, I'm out.
whatever.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And say bye, Meek.
Bye, Meek.
Wait, I forgot something. If you guys did watch this far, all right, you got to come up with a word now. Let me look around.
Mandrake? No.
How about just man?
Boober tuber puss.
How about just man?
Nah, that's way too
Include
easy.
the word man in your comment that you're going to leave down below for us. And also, let me know which one was your favorite. Which wand was your favorite out of all of these in this video. And make sure to show some love to some of these guys that are putting their wands out there and not getting scared of me saying crap about them. Oh, yeah, and her too. Thanks for watching, guys. Say bye, Meek.
Bye, Meek.
Bye, bye, bye.